We got Codenamesuper when Cooler pulled up to Earth and realized Goku was 101.
Oh,
you know, it's Dragon Ball.
I want
I'm
you
on
to take
it.
a good look at this.
I'm on it.
Look at the scenery. They got my boy Krillin sorry laid out, and they up there swinging going by the tail. And the worst part is, before all this happened, they was real life out camping, making their own food and shit. My boy Krillin was chefing up the food, and look, this man is over here having himself a plate, talking about some damn this shit good, and goes right back to eating. And hold up,
you gonna eat my
that's
food?
not even a plate. He's eating out of the whole pot, making sure no one else could get a portion. He is an elite piece of shit. Meanwhile, we got Hulk's.
You gotta handle him. You gotta handle him. That nigga disrespectful. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers, by the way. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get it.
Cousin just swinging going around, then using bro like he a paddle ball. And that boy Goku thought he was a superhero. Look at this. Hey, stop right there. Ass pull up. They toss the food and going away. And look at this man Goku's
Don't ever
face.
throw my
He
son
is
like
mad
that.
as shit right now. And I don't really think it's because of the fact that they threw Gohan away. I'm 99% sure it's because he threw his eats away. Like, we've seen Gohan get his ass beat before and Goku just stood there smiling. But what we haven't seen is some villain tossing away his food. That has never happened. And you know how much Goku loves to eat. This one struck him a little different. So after like 15 seconds of mean mugging them, he like, who the fuck are y'all? Y'all haven't heard about us? We're Cooler's Armored Squadron. Who? Yeah, nah, bro. They really said that with so much pride, but didn't realize they had no motion. They're not like the Ginyu Force. They're more like Vegeta. The motionless prince who buys likes. We caught that shit the other day. They hit their own pose too, and that shit is a complete ripoff. This man down here think he's Spider-Man. He should just be in the league, and bro over here just like 2024. But anyways, Goku hit them with the never heard of you, and he had no time for the shenanigans. Just keep the fighting stance. This shit unreleased. We never seen him do this before. They all run at him one by one like it's a Bruce Lee movie. And peep the movement. He ducks under the first one, lets his ass fly by.
Weavy F baby, and the F is for you already know. Huh? Weave Nation, huh? Weavy F baby, bro. Come on now.
And makes him think about how trashy he is on his way out. Next is the
Weavy
bootleg
Wonder.
Hulk with the helmet on. You know he wears that
grabbed
shit
your
in the
head?
house. Certified dumbass gets used as a parkour obstacle. Goku
Oh,
locks
hell
eyes
no.
with whatever that thing is supposed to be and easily flips over his kick. Yeah, and those were just the first pair of hands thrown in this movie. You knew this shit was gonna be a classic. But they got cooked so bad they had to call a timeout. They huddled and talked it over and came up with a new game plan. They like, hey, you see him? He think he nice. He's not like that. We just gotta jump the confidence out of him. They all run at him simultaneously this time. And I know you just see him standing there looking at nothing, posing. That's how you know shit isn't gonna work.
Now, I'm gonna tell you, usually in Dragon Ball, they do a lot of one-on-ones. You know what I mean? But don't ever get it twisted. Jujutsu Kaisen wasn't the first to have jumpings, nigga. Don't ever get it twisted. Niggas tried to jump these niggas every now and then. It was the Z fighters who wasn't really getting mixy with the jumping. Yeah, Goku don't care, man. He handled the same type of energy on Namek, nigga.
There's no fear, not a single quake in his boot. And they couldn't hit him. Straight blocks. Whole squad got denied. Call it a bad three-man. And he's just staring off into the distance, not giving any of them a shred of eye contact. And now they're all a part of one of the hardest flicks of Goku. You know he put it up on his IG. Goku's just like, get off me, setting them all out the frame. And then the cameraman switches angles to Gohan and Krillin. And look at Krillin. Bro, your ass is not knocked out. There's no way you have this type of face when you get put to sleep, sitting there gritting his teeth. Yeah, alright, you're just not trying to fight for real. That shit is fake. But the cameraman cuts back to Goku reverse jumping these people. And they set up a triangle offense like this.
Krillin hit him with the... Are they gone? Are they gone?
The 96 Bulls, and Goku came in with the tactics. He heard y'all clowning him, calling him stupid, especially Frieza on IG.
If you could read one full page of a Harry Potter book, nigga.
He shows off the IQ though, sends a blast in each direction, making sure everybody stays in place momentarily. But maybe Frieza was right to call him out, because he goes after the one who clearly has the most HP. And tried one-shotting him like he did Raccoon, but bro cost 9 elixir, that wasn't happening. He gets him in a grab animation, and the most chopped beam in existence was getting ready to hit Goku with the crazy sneak. But Goku's spider sense goes off, making him ready for it, and makes him kick the remaining 2 brain cells out of his own teammate. And this makes him 0 for 3 in trying to jump him, and 0 for 1 in attempting to sneak him. We'll make that shit 0 for 2 because my boy in the back said I'ma get us a point on the board. But y'all are down 50 for a reason. The whole squad is elite garbage. This man had a wide open layup and still managed to brick. Goku had his back turned and everything.
Yo, the Pistons are so garbage. I gotta see that again, bro.
Garbage. This man had a wide open layup and still managed to break.
The Pistons are so garbage.
Goku had his back turned and everything. But the second he fired, he's on that. Reaction time is too quick. But after catching it, he throws it up to this thing. And I'm just thinking this man got his head blown off. But of course, he has a retractable head. Like, bro, what even are you? Every second you're on the screen, he's starting to make me a little more mad. I can't lie. They all go down and line up again. And this is where Cooler makes his entrance. And that shit was clean. Cooler steps in and the cameraman just started snapping, getting that clean zoom in effect. He in his prime. And I'm not gonna lie, that boy Goku looked like he's seen a ghost. I don't know who's more shook, him seeing Cooler or Frieza seeing Trunks go Super Saiyan. Actually, never mind. I thought about it for a second. It was Frieza. That boy was stepping back, talking about it's those eyes. Tight shit.
Nigga was crying, pooting himself. Nigga had the bubble guts all at the same time. You ain't never seen someone this scary in Dragon Ball. Look at that was pure. He knew what was coming. He knew. Now I should have pulled up to Earth, nigga. I should have just let it be.
I knew he didn't stand a chance. But in this next part, Goku gets his shit sold because Gohan is flying through the air, talking about I'm watching this shit like, what do you mean you're coming to help? You're Gohan. Who are you beating in this lineup? Nobody. And Cooler's just looking up in the air.
Don't do that. Not with the hidden potential.
Staring at him like,
who the fuck is this?
Then attempts to clip his wings. And Goku's been hearing about all the bad father allegations. Decided to end it right here. Jumps in front of the beam and protects his son, leaving bro on 1 HP. And he's just like, nah. Yeah. I can't go out like this.
Piccolo
and
ain't the only
turns
one.
into Pascal Siakam. He hits a
spin move. I said spin move.
Into a fadeaway key blast. And his aim was really on target. But unfortunately, that shit was
step back.
So Cooler just smacks it away. And Goku falls in the water, making them lose track of him. A few minutes later, Goku and Gohan finally come out the water. And it is clear as day that Brody needed a med kit. And this is where Gohan woke up. He remembers he's not Yamcha, decides to be useful, and goes on a journey to get his father some senzu beans. But on his way back, I cannot lie, he gets straight up bullied. They shot down Icarus and Gohan tried to stop him. But Cooler's squad had other plans for him. They kicked the shit out of Gohan, causing him to let go of Icarus, and he takes fall damage. GG. Gohan is caught off guard, and look at how this man tries to sneak him. You do not need a windup like that for a 5-year-old. He's really trying to one-shot him. But Gohan weaves, gets hit with the...
We gonna stop... Come on, bro. We gonna stop acting like Gohan isn't Himothy, especially in this era. I don't know what Super did to that nigga, but we can't act like Kid Gohan wasn't Himothy, bro. The facts that... Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Hemi Butler. Facts. Big facts.
And this buff Namekian kicks him so hard that he starts wrapping around his leg, having him create the letter O. He looking like Kevin Gates at that one concert. He lobs him up to Jace's cousin, and Gohan is just getting folded. Went from an O to a U, and this man is straight up ecstatic to beat up an 8-year-old. After he gets down, he gets yoinked out the air, and he just stands there palming him. And yeah, you know this is a top tier Dragon Ball movie when there's a Piccolo pull-up. He fires a key blast at him. Turns around.
I ain't gonna lie, this is one of the rare movies where they didn't fully disrespect Piccolo. This and the Garlic Jr. movies is when Piccolo really in his prime, nigga. Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck just did that? And he just standing there like, it was me. My man's had one of the hardest pull-ups of all time.
Yeah, Piccolo pulled up on straight BS.
Gets one clean hit in and doesn't do shit for the rest of the movie. Nah, he was out there moving.
He was getting
mixy. Starts off with Piccolo standing with his arms folded, waiting for somebody to try it. And Piccolo's cousin follows his special graph. Fuck around and find out.
This is how y'all always should treat Piccolo. On God in heaven. This is how Piccolo is a tactician, bro. He's smarter than everybody, bro. Come on now. I love this.
Finds that he only put a hole through the cage. And Piccolo teleports right above him and elbows him in the head, leaving a whole ass dent in his helmet. Yeah, real soon he about to be doing nothing but barking. He gonna take his helmet off and look like this. But his friend comes in and gets absolutely no licks in. All that aggression to get blocked and blocked again. Yeah, absolutely no get back to see here. He sees his friend get cooked and chases after Gohan. He said, fuck that, I'm going in the easier lobbies. Not gonna lie, this is just showing how sorry the squad is. I haven't seen them beat anybody over 4 feet tall. Straight feasting on Gohan, Krillin, and Kai Cenat. He chases him and Piccolo just like, nah, stops his fight to fire at bro.
Y'all forget that Piccolo is Gohan's father. Come on, man. I know Goku gave, like, actually his father, but you think Piccolo care about his own well-being? If you run for Gohan, he'll stop a fight mid-fight and come catch you. Come pull up about you. Come find out about you. I like that. Real nigga
And this
Piccolo,
dumbass
bro.
living organism goes in front of his blast just to flex that he got a retractable head. My
Stupid.
guy, you were
Watch
literally
this.
out the way. And bro pops up talking about some miss me. Bro, he wasn't going for you. He was going for his family member who gets his shit
Stupid.
moved.
Stupid. Yup.
This leaves his squad in
Body.
pain, so he
You want
uses
for
his strongest
Piccolo?
attack to hold him in place. And somebody got to give that boy Piccolo an Oscar because he was faking it crazy. Sold it so well that he started to talk shit and Piccolo was sitting there plotting. Hits him with the devious grin, palms his face and puts the attack on him.
That is Piccolo. This is peak Piccolo, bro. You see how he lulled him in with the acting? Ah, this really hurts. Let him get close enough. Gotcha, nigga. That's Piccolo. This is why he's the GOAT. God, this is Piccolo, bro. Whoever wrote Piccolo for this movie, I think he should have charge of writing Piccolo. I'm gonna keep it tall. He don't gotta beat the strongest nigga, but he gotta, every saga, he gotta mess up the henchman. Facts.
Turning
Piccolo
him
ain't
into
no
a frisky
hoe,
treat.
bro.
And after all that, he turns his attention to Jace's brother. He teleports to him and starts piecing him up. And guess what he does in response? I'll give you a hint. It's what anyone would do against a 7'5" green man.
What? Run.
Ran. Bro just started flying through the
Got
floor.
little.
And this
Goofy.
man Piccolo is childish as hell. Look at him. He's not even trying to catch him. He's
And
just
he's
trying to show
faster.
that he's faster than him.
Yup.
Basically hit bro with the Jackson Storm. Told him it's over and passes him. But he said I'm not going to get done like McQueen, so he sends a blast his way. And bro over here is really delusional, living in his own world. Because no one believes his attack really one-shotted him, but himself. Look at him diabolically laughing. Feeling like he's won the fight for sure, but he didn't. All that laughing just for Piccolo to come out the woodworks unscathed. Not even a speck of dirt on his clothing.
You thought,
he could return
Goofy.
that shit to the store if he wanted to. He goes on the branch and pulls out the pre-alpha Keyblade. And years later, this would prove to be a lethal attack. But right now, this shit is trash. Look at this finishing cutscene ass animation. Did all that just to put a hole through his shirt. No blood or anything.
ripped
Just
his
a
fit.
tear. And wow,
Stories
he really
drip.
showed me. Here I was talking about how he could return the fit. I guess he can't anymore. Good job. He
Now watch
attacks
how you
Piccolo
do,
again
you
and he
stupid.
catches it. Then
Got
gets
you.
kicked in the sky where they
Got you.
stand off again. And this
Stupid.
is where it happens.
They make them noises just to put fear in the opponent's heart. All that breathing shit. They want you to think they punching so fast, like Bruce Lee. That ain't nothing. That's a nigga making that noise with his mouth. And if you fall for it, that's you. I'ma eat it.
But yeah, that's the end of Piccolo for today. He's done.
Nah, you the GOAT. That was the most goated editing
He got forcibly clocked out. But now it's time for the main
Oh,
event,
man.
Goku versus Cooler. So Cooler's just holding a Piccolo like, is this your
And
man's?
see, I'm
And
not even mad Piccolo got done up by Cooler like that because you already gave him his eats, man. He already took out 2 out of the 3. I love that. You feel me? So, Piccolo don't got to beat everybody, but stop holding him,
Goku's
bro.
just like, hey now, you better drop him. And that is the worst thing he could have said. Because he lets go of him, and Goku opens his arms to catch him. And I'm just sitting there like, bro, is he gonna miss this catch like he did on Namek? But nah, it was worse. While he was in mid-air, within catching distance, he boomed. No! And not once, nah, 3 times. Had my boy Piccolo looking crazy, and the cameraman
Piccolo
cuts to
always
Cooler,
look
and
like
he was
that,
just like,
eventually.
damn, I didn't even mean to do all that for real. But he had to lock in, save face, he's a villain, puts on the devious grin. And here comes his
Like he
shitty
did it
ass
on
minion.
purpose.
Bro wanted to be involved so
By the way, can we just say that that's just Jace? Like, whoever wrote this movie clearly just kind of took the Ginyu Force. The green nigga was Raccoon. The other nigga was Birder. Come on, it is Jace, bro. Anyway.
bad. Hits him with the right hook and gets completely ignored. And I'm not gonna lie, I think I'd rather get blown up 3 times than have this type of disrespect. Not even looking his direction. Shit's crazy. He getting treated like Mr. Satan. And the crazy part is, if someone had to choose to be a character in the Z universe, Mr. Satan or you, they're still choosing Mr. Satan. That's how you know you're at the
Fact,
bottom
Mr.
of the
Satan's a
barrel.
goat,
You
though.
might be beyond trash. But anyways,
He's a big
let's get
reason why
shit
Boo
started.
got
He
killed.
powers up and Cooler's sitting there like, pull up then. And Goku's like, alright, bet, and charges at him.
Hold up on
Got
the
his eyes
dumbass.
linked out. His ass was not
Stupid.
ready for all that. He's seeing stars.
Stupid.
And he's just like, hey, your order not finished. Gives him a side of gut punches.
Yup.
And he is
Bubble
just
gum
piecing
hits
him
him.
up. Look at the anger. This is the shit Itachi was trying to instill in Sasuke. but instead he went to the man that bit his neck. I just know he fell to his knees when he heard about that. But back to the fight. So after all those punches, he kicks him away. And he didn't let bro rest for a second. He said, I'm not done. Goes in for seconds. Flies right at him and gets his punch catch. And he's just like,
Whoa, brother, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
and sends him for a swim. And if you know Dragon Ball for real, Goku does not do well underwater. That shit makes his overall drop by 20 points. He's out there swinging going 0 for 4, missing all of his attacks. And back out there, he was damn near connecting on everything. But after going 0 for 4, Cooler gets confident. Even hit a smirk just to move his arm out the way and try hitting him with his tail. Yeah, that move was so garbage that he was just like, hold on, bro. Let me hit you with something different. Hits Goku with the Ki blast, but he throws it away. Right here is where Goku figured it all out. Got used to being underwater. Goes at him and hits him with the left hook, leaving a dent in bro's head. Then he gut checks him and has his eyes rolled up, looking crazy. And if I was him, I'd make sure no one could get their hands on this photo. This is legacy ending. He finishes the combo off by grabbing his tail, spinning him around, and chucking him out the ocean. And in my head, I'm watching like, damn, Goku's really cooking him. Not using Kaioken or Super Saiyan at all. And Cooler over there is in his third form. He should low-key be watching Goku, because Frieza in his third form.
That was Frieza's final form. Goku mixing this nigga in that final form.
Was giving Goku the whip.
In Frieza's final form, we know Cooler transformed.
Made him whip out the old reliable spirit bomb to try to handle him. And that shit still didn't work. Meanwhile, his brother over here is hitting a grand total of 0 hits, posing no threat. He knew he couldn't go out like that, so he reveals his fourth form. And this is when I really knew Toriyama knew ball. Alongside this clean-ass design, he gives him that Optimus Prime emote. And it's exactly how Optimus Prime would do it too. Says a one-liner and puts the mask on. And even though it was cold, I could only fear for what's gonna happen to Goku. Cooler goes at him with his arm out, and Goku's just like, hell no. Dips out of...
I ain't gonna lie, that's a cool-ass transformation. I've always loved Cooler's final transformation. Ugh. Always. They should have just gave Frieza that transformation.
There and teleports very far away. He thinks he's in the clear for a good second, and then out of nowhere, Cooler comes from his right and puts a knee to his gut, flying across the map. And
not even to continuously pause, but with how many times they keep bringing back Frieza, I think they should have just, dog, if y'all can't get over Frieza, just bring back Cooler or something, bro. Just or something. I've never understood this saga. Guess who's the villain? Frieza! It's like, all right, nigga, goddamn, bro.
Slamming him into the wall, making the front of his stomach touch his spine. Yeah, real soon he's gonna start moving like the inflatables at the car dealership. After that, he hits him with the down air, sending him into the water. Then he's just looking down like,
ooh, I'm about to die.
No freaking.
Goes down into the water with him and hits him right in the gut. Yeah, these attacks are brutal, and it's hard to watch Goku getting cooked like that, but bruh, you don't know you have a whole nother form that you're not using. And I'm just sitting there wondering why. You gotta fight back. Goku pulls up behind him and just stands there. He got his hair up, pump faking the audience into thinking he's gonna go Super Saiyan, but it's just Kaioken. Disappears out of pure speed, and the prime cameraman is just showing us every angle until it stops, and he just hits Goku out of thin air while doing it. That shit had Goku so discombobulated, he started hitting a fadeaway dab. And just look at Cooler standing there just flexing. Goku flies away, comes back, and he's still there just holding it.
I don't give a fuck what nobody think. I'm him.
Goku couldn't get disrespected like this, so he tries hitting him, and he disappears. And while Goku's hitting the darn it, Cooler comes back and elbows him just so he could get the solo flick off. And after all that, we call Goku fleeing the scene. Packed his things up and left. Told him, you got it. But Cooler's just one of those. Pulls up behind him and says, I know I got it. Spikes him to the ground and has him sliding. Yeah, he wasn't gonna let him walk away and be the bigger person. And the shit this man does next gotta be nightmare fuel. He flies through the water like this an Iron Man scene and uses all that momentum to gut check Goku. And that what Cooler takes user surroundings way too seriously. He hits him with that heavy grab animation, slams him to the wall.
Goku farted a little bit. Ain't no way he ain't farted a little bit with that punch. Ain't no way.
Drags him up and slams him back down into the ground. And while I'm watching all this happening, I'm just wondering where Vegeta at. I thought he would have pulled up by now, had one of those entrances, but nah. His ass did not leave the house today. He ducking. Cooler puts Goku further into the ground, creating an unnatural disaster. Splitting the sea like Moses, man's used his body to recreate a biblical event. After that, Goku rises out the ground, looked out all reliable, and the beam was looking majestic. I thought it would have him running or at least do some damage, but no. He just stands there and flies right through it. Goku sees that and he's just like, oh nah, knowing that he's cooked. And Cooler comes out with the devious 3-piece, pops out the beam to punch him out the frame. And he got my boy Goku looking like he wanna sub out. Watching this made me hit the Arthur, cause why ain't he go blonde yet? He gets his shit kneed and elbowed into the wall. And as if that shit wasn't enough, he slams his body not once, but twice. And it's here that I figured out why Goku didn't go Super Saiyan. He just wanted to be theatrical. Look at him falling dramatic as hell. And then he starts picking up the bird. But hey, pay attention now, this Android 16's favorite part. He starts to get up, starts transforming with the bird in hand. And then he races his—
Even though this isn't canon, I would say that at this point he didn't thoroughly master Super Saiyan. I would say that would be the reason.
His arm up and finishes the revive, and now he's up and about flying.
This is when they made Goku Jesus.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know why they did that.
This shit means something to me, man.
And the bird goes up to him and he's just like, hey, good luck with that, my boy. And goes on about his day. But this is where we see Goku transform into a Super Saiyan. He gets Cooler with the meanest glare. Look at that shit. But I'm not gonna lie though, I thought I was gonna witness one of the greatest fights. Like, we saw Goku cooking Cooler in base form, and then we saw Cooler cooking Goku when he reached his 4th form. So naturally, I thought him going Super Saiyan would just make this shit even. But I literally couldn't be any more wrong.
You gotta think, bro, he wasn't even thoroughly, he was beating Goku, but not the, that was still base Goku. So base Goku was beating him at his 3rd form. So when he transformed, he was still fighting base Goku just because he was using Kaioken. So I would think if you can't just finish base Goku like that, then Super Saiyan finna mix you, put you in the blendy blend, bro.
Cooler goes for an attack and Goku's just right behind him, grabbing his arm like he a misbehaving toddler. And this shit is really embarrassing for Cooler, so he's just like, unhand me. His ass did absolutely no damage. I started to feel bad for bro, because anything cold he does is gonna be canceled out by this sorry ass ending. Goku tells him to give it up, and he starts walking back in fear. Goku's like, where you going? Goes up to him and knocks him out the frame. Right here gotta be one of the most disrespectful things I've seen Goku do. He knees him and stands there just so Cooler can take a step back and ponder on his actions. He's just like, damn, do I even gotta be a villain for real? This shit not even fun. I just blow up planets and then what? I just go on to the next? Fuck it. I'm ignorant. He uses the blast to make Goku lose track of him, and when he looks up, he sees that he's holding a big-ass supernova attack. And this is basically bringing a shovel for your own grave. Because Cooler throws the attack and Goku stands 10 toes, catches that shit, and you could probably guess what happens next. He throws it right back at him, blasts it away, and Cooler's just like, what? Impossible! And gets his ass taken off the map, and he goes into the sun. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you for 413K. We moving.
Thank you guys for almost 100,000. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We going crazy this year.